told you to tell you who you are. And though you see me standing, I'm going to bring forth at the end, I'll bring up my sister on the path. I have two sisters specifically on the path who are walking with me past other tribes. And so I'm going to introduce you to Triad in. Form sisters to sisters and start to build. But this affirmation for the healers. Everyone, if you're a healer, raise your hand. Raise your hand. You feel, accept it. Take it on, take it on. Now, the healing is all the way up in here in height. I want you to snatch it and bring it to your heart. Snatch! The healing, put it to your heart. That's the healing. And in order to get that, you have to actually pull that, and you pull that from you, affirm it, and know that it is so. Because we have wounds to save. We have breasts to save. We have minds to save. We have hearts to save. We have families to save. So we must take this with our fullness, not lukewarm, not kind of, sort of, but fully, in healing. Let's say this healing affirmation from our ancestors for the Nile Valley this afternoon. I am the woman.
I am the woman
Who lightens the darkness.
who lightens the darkness.
I have come.
I have come
To lighten the darkness.
to lighten the
It
darkness.
is light.
It is lightened.
I am there.
I am there.
For those who weep.
For those who weep,
I have overcome the destroyers.
I have overcome the destroyers.
I am there.
I am there.
For those who weep.
For those who weep,
Who hide their faces.
who hide their
Who
faces,
sunk down.
who sunk down,
Looked upon me dead.
and look upon me then.
I am a woman.
I am a woman.
I am healed.
I am a healer.
Now I'm talking to the original healers today. The first healers of planet Earth. The melanin women. That's who I'm speaking to in the forefront. This is our time. Time now. Okay? We're going through the deepest, and so we can shine the brightest. 400 years of chattel slavery is over. It's a shift in consciousness. It's a cleansing of the heart, the mind, the body, spirit, so they'll never take us out again like that. This is the last. And so we're now coming forward. And there's a sacred woman prayer. What you see here are the glyphs, the symbols of sacred woman. And sacred woman is a work. It's a body of work. And I'm going to start from my beginning, and I'm going to move ourselves through, and sacred woman will be at the top. I started this journey when I was 16 years of age, and I started because I was chronically sick. I had chronic asthma, chronic hay fever, allergies, PMS, headaches, mood swings, eczema from head to toe. I was sick to be tired, and I was sick, being sick. But I didn't know the way out. I didn't have someone who could walk me, or show me the book, or say this is the way. But I had a friend who became a vegetarian. She was 16 as well. And she told me about this healing retreat, and I went. And one day changed my entire life. 2 days going to change your entire life. And it became to change your life with your mighty collection. Is today going to be your day?
Yes.
Is today the day?
Yes.
Is today the day?
Yes.
Let's tap it up. This is the day. It begins, and it began, and it begins, and it begins again. So wherever you are, you can go higher. Wherever you are, you can go higher. There's another level, there's a higher level, because we have got to shift everything. It's up to the women. So in that age, I got rid of all those issues after 21-day detoxes, 21-day cycles. So I gathered the herbs, I gathered the nutrients, I took the healing baths. After that retreat, I went home and I changed my life. I picked up one book, Big Ready Cook with Mother Nature. It was my first book. And then I started to fast and cleanse and throw up and pass out because I had nobody help me. But I just held on to that book for dear life. And then I got through, and then my friends kept visiting me. Every time they come visit me for 2 or 3 days, they got healed. They just come here, I said, "Don't bring no brown bags. Only the greens, only the herbs, only the fruits is what you bring into my house." But they love to be around because I'm dancing, I'm singing and doing. So, okay, you're gonna be here, but to heal. There's no way out. Back then, I was in a doo-wop group. I had a dance company. I was taking acting classes. I was gonna be an artist. But I got healed. And when I got healed, my whole life went that way. in the rapture, I became like a healing evangelist. And everybody would come and look and was like, glad. I was like, well, you know, something like that. I thought everybody know. You know, people thought I was more dangerous and strange. You know, I just come up to people, you're walking, you know, you need help. You know, your knees, your bodies are breaking down. There's a way out. There's a way through. So I kept going, and I'm still going now. And so what happens is the books. That's why we do it. How do you know how to read the books? Who's the first time seeing you? First time seeing you? Because you've read the books first. And my mother would always ask when I'd be on the plane, she said, do they know you? I said, they know the books, they know the work. They know the mission, they're connected to the writings and prayers. I am not a writer, but I wrote for you. And when you tune in, you have all the answers to the universe right now. You just have to open up your soul and say, God. And I allowed myself to be guided. And so the very first book, I'm going to hold the books, so the books are part of the story and the journey. I have one, who's the sister who got all the books today? Raise your hand. Who's the sister who got all of the books today? And she'll find her way. You're the one tapped up to all the books. Now, within the book is Heal Thyself. Heal Thyself initially was a green book, for those who know. And it was a man and woman on it because it was about the family. And it became women, and men started saying, she's here for the women. So I became here for the women because the women kept coming for the healing because they know who they are. I am the one who lights the darkness. I've come to light the darkness, light me. I help those to overcome. That's who we are by nature. So the women kept coming, so then one thing led to the next. But this book initially this is a wonderful beginner's book if you want to be inspired to shift and come into nature and come into harmony. So this is Heal Thyself, because that was my journey. Heal Thyself and helping my journey. Then came, say, the woman of God, I'm taking up the last. And then came the City of Wellness. And so when I asked the audience who has City of Wellness, very few people have City of Wellness. But City of Wellness is based on 7 kitchens of consciousness. And the 7 kitchens is from the Soul Food Vegan Kitchen, to the Manifestation Lunch Kitchen, to the Live Food Kitchen, to the Emerald Green Heart Kitchen, to the Faster's Kitchen, to the Healer's Kitchen, to the Liberation Kitchen. I'm touching the 4 points because these are the 7 chakras. The East Indians call, the African, the additional name is Ali. So these 7 wheels of light and power, when we eat the foods that correspond with that, we open up our inner life to the food as medicine. And we begin to use food as a spiritual science to help us to overcome insurmountable odds. So this is over 200 recipes are inside of this text. In the very first chapter, I'm talking about the International Soul Food Kitchen. So I have donated recipes, I have Indian recipes, and I've doctored them up. I have Southern Soul Food recipes, and I took out the butter, and I took out the egg, and I took out the white flour, and I took out, you said, what's left? But there's a lot left, you know, wholeness is what's left. And then I have the African Soul Food. I was donated some recipes, and I worked on those. So that's just the first chapter of that. One of the big things that we're going to do is we're going to pull the plug from the corporate kitchen. That means it's all the fast food, and that's very serious. I don't know if you see the advertisement. I just saw one on my way here on the plane. I opened up the magazine. I said, oh no, it's still ending. It says da 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 da, and we have about 6 very notable people. Have you seen those ads? They happen every so many months. Very powerful people in our community. They have the artist, they have an educator, they have an athlete, they have a political consciousness, and they're all there, and they'll say unification, being proud, and you know all the high charged words that pull us together, and on the little bottom, da 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 da. That's a problem. There's no life in that. It's just fast food death. And so we grow our tumors and our cysts because of heavy marketing. So this is how to pull you out of that matrix and put you on a path of healing. So this is Circles, City of Wellness. Say this with me. The people make up the city.
The people make up the city.
If you heal the people,
If you heal the people,
you heal the city.
you heal the city.
The people make up the city.
The people make up the city.
If you heal the people,
If you heal the people,
you heal the city.
you heal the city.
Does that sound simplistic enough?
Yes.
We can do it, yes?
Sure.
And then into womb wellness. Now, what is that all about? Well, women have come to me because they're afraid, frightened, and just today, half an hour ago, I was told I need to have a hysterectomy. No, you don't. You just need to heal. A hysterectomy is not going to heal anything. The issues have not gone away because you cut an organ off. The issue of the breast, if you have a mastectomy, is removed, the issues are still there. All the emotional baggage, the relationship that didn't work out, the hidden run lovers, the toxic food, the dairy, the milk, the sheep, it's stored in the whole body. So even if you take an organ away, it's in the whole system. So eventually you have to detox. So this is really about all the work you need to do to restore yourself based on the elements. Air, the breath, live food, fire, sunlight, water, bathing, washing, compresses, and earth, minerals, nutrition. And with that, you get a chance to restore your womb into wholeness. So this is overcoming. Now, this book, Man Heal Thyself. Man Heal Thyself came as a result of the men saying, well, you wrote 2 books for women, well, where's our book? And I said, well, because the women's death is coming, Man Heal Thyself, go to City of Wealth. Family. Man Heal Thyself, go to Heal Thyself for his family. But we can have 44 issues. And that's not good. We have 44 issues. Whereas men have 3 or 4. So we have more work. But, so Man Heal Thyself, and the man said, right. And so it took me 7 years to set the position. And I just did like I do all the others. I channel. I get up at 4, melanin time. I ask the question, I listen from within, and then I see what has to be done, and I write it out. I write what I see. So I would like for one of the brothers to read this prayer, brother. Okay, brother, you stand up quick. Come on up. I want you to read this prayer for, because these sisters have husbands, they have sons, they have grandfathers, and we want you to read this prayer that we have. Because you see this women, we're the ones who still much work, and we need to know that our men are healing with us. This is based on this information, this prayer was gathered through the personal real the first written spiritual text on the planet. And so this is dedicated to the Heal Thyself to our name.
May I open my 2 eyes which are blind. May I stretch out my feet which are fastened together. May my legs be strong and raise me up. I know my heart. I have gained power over my hands and arms. I have gained power over my 2 feet. I have gained the power to do what pleaseth my soul. May my soul and body not be in prison. I rise and shine. I am powerful. I am mighty. I come forth in peace.
And so the men have the text based on these concepts, these words. This is the book, Circles of Wellness. Circles of Wellness came out of me working with her doctor, Dr. Bergen Sheridan, in the Refinement Kingdom. She's in Brownsville, and I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Crown Heights. So her patients, my clients, travel back and forth. And she was asking one of her patients, so how is your wife? And he said, well, she's through the pool right now. And she says, okay. My patients are constantly saying her name, that she's asking her patients, well, how'd you get rid of this? What happened? You've been on medication for 5 or 10 years, what have you. She's the top, she's the great bedside manner, she's loving, she's not quick to do surgery. So she asked them, and she wasn't frightened or feeling like I'm gonna take over the work. She just wanted to. And she invited me when she knew that, finally needed to meet. And I remember coming off the elevator to her clinic, and I walked off the elevator, and I walked to her, and she walked to me, and we just held stood there and just hugged, didn't say anything. And then we sat down for a few hours and she talked about her commitment to our people, and I talked about my commitment, and realized our commitment the same. And she's oftentimes, I would be presenting at a medical convention, and when the other doctors would be presenting, they would talk about the health disparity of the African American Caribbean community. She said, come on, my people, like there's no answers. And she said, I know there's a missing link here. And so we came together for 1 year. We made it, we did it exchange. I volunteered at her clinic for 1 year. And every month she'd ask me to speak on a topic of holistic wellness, what to do. She would invite her patients and her staff to sit down and to listen. And then my son, Ali Anishi, who put everything out here, put all the products and the books out, he's a young chef, and so he did the food that corresponded with the diseases. And so they were able to learn and eat the foods and get the formulas that would heal. And so the first month she said, what should speak on diabetes? The next month it was high blood pressure. The next month it was thyroid tumor. The next month it was depression. The next month it was arthritis. And what ended up happening, I finally got this book that I took everything, and I put the circle, I called the 12 circles. All those 12 circles that she asked me about, I lay out exactly what to do based on the elements, air, fire, water, and earth. And I read through the elements, and I tell you exactly what to do. Do this, do this, do this, and this. You do it, your life changes. So that's what I've laid out here for you. And I've also laid out what she did for the work. She did a clinical test. And she donated her clinic. She donated her expertise for 12 weeks. And she did the examinations with 4 other nurses of the product line, the product, the books, the charts. And she put a stamp of approval on it. You know, that type of real clinical work is like, could be millions of dollars. And so she said, I'm going to put my 30-some years behind your work because I believe in it. I'm not going to stop being a physician, but I know that we need to get to nature to heal ourselves, and we could work together. And so I was getting ready to take a trip 2 weeks ago, and she came to pick up her 3 cases of Breath of Life. So who had Breath of Life already this morning? Okay, raise your hand. Okay, you feel a little bit better? Okay. So she came by at 7:30 in the morning, picked up her 3 cases of Breath of Life. And she hugged me so hard that she broke my glasses, my favorite. My favorite purple glasses. That's love. So now here we are. And I'm going to just give you a sweet sip of this. This is going to be just over the front, it's going to go out because it's the energy. It's the energy. And this is for returning to ourselves. Who's here to rebirth themselves, renew themselves? So you have to plug it's in the room, it's in the atmosphere. Just bless your heart, bless your hand of your heart. No one's going to heal you like you. Once you connect to that inner healer, you're on your way. Today is the day, great mother, to restore yourself. You and your family. My sisters are here supporting me. Thank you so much. I love you so much. She's a beauty. Now I know why they came to Kemet. And then it stole us away. But we're getting back to ourselves. Second woman, for 7 years, working sometimes 10 hours a day in your behalf. And it was a love journey. And this is the prayer. Open up your heart. And how I'm saying all of you right now, because I know what you need. That's why I want to do it. You need this walk. You need to say to the journey. You need to wake up that inner healer. That's what this is about. This prayer is about waking up the inner healer. From all the spiritual houses, you wake her up and become one powerful, dynamic woman. And from us, as we heal ourselves, we heal our entire family. Let's say this again. Sacred Spirit.
Sacred Spirit.
Hold me near.
Hold me near.
Close to your bosom.
close to your bosom.
Protect me from all harm and fear.
Protect me from all harm and fear.
Beneath the stones of life.
Beneath the stones of life.
Direct my steps.
Direct my
In
steps
the right way.
in the right way.
As I journey through this vision.
As I journey through this vision.
Sacred Spirit.
Sacred Spirit.
Surround me.
Surround
In
me
the most absolute perfect light.
in the most absolute perfect light.
Anoint me in your sacred purity.
Anoint me in your sacred purity.
Give me peace and divine insight.
Give me peace and divine insight.
Bless me.
Bless me.
Truly bless me.
Truly bless me.
As I share the sacred light.
As I share the sacred light.
Teach me, sacred spirit.
Teach me, sacred spirit,
To be in tune with the universe.
to be in tune with the universe.
Teach me how to heal.
Teach me how to heal
With the inner and outer elements.
with the inner and outer elements
Of air.
of air,
Fire.
fire,
Water.
water,
And earth.
and earth.
Ashe.
Ashe.
To one turn.
To one
Bless your
turn.
heart. Okay. The gateway. My gong is in here. I think I took everything out of the space. Well, my gong is in here, but my zither is in here. But that's why you have to come and take the journey. Let me just start with this. I am on a clear mission. I am here to walk you on a path that is to change your life forever. I'm here to return you back to your seat of power. That you, the original healers of the planet Earth, will resume your position so that we'll be able to protect our communities, protect our children, protect our husbands, protect our elders, protect our sisters from any further harm and damage. The ancient ones gave us this affirmation: may I be protected
May I be protected
by 70 purifications.
by 70
I
purifications.
purify myself
I purify myself
at the great stream of the galaxy.
at the great stream of the
That
galaxy.
which is wrong in me is pardoned.
That which is wrong in me is pardoned.
Spots upon my body,
Spots on my body
upon the earth,
and upon the
are
earth
washed away.
are washed away.
I come
I come
that I may purify
that I may
the
purify
soul of mine
the soul of
in
mine
the most high degree.
in the most high degree.
Give thanks. That's how we come. We come to purify. We say liberation.
Liberation
Through purification.
through purification.
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 When you purify, you raise your frequency up. When you raise your frequency up, you come out of harm's way. When you're in harm's way, you get murdered in the street. When you're in harm's way, you get murdered in your own home. When you're in harm's way, you take drugs and alcohol to numb the pain. When you're in harm's way, you remove a breast or you remove an ovary. When you're in harm's way, you bleed to death from hemorrhaging every month on your menstrual flow. When you're in harm's way, you abuse yourself. You hurt yourself. You hold on to resentment. When you're in harm's way, it's time to raise the frequency. If we raise our frequency, we're out of harm's way. And I have a couple that came up to me, the last ones that I spoke to. I'm so charged, I started talking in tongues. Because they said, Queen, we started our 21-day detox last year, and we're still on it. I said, you got the memo. You got the message. That's what it's about. It's not about I did a detox and I'm done. Is our whole family well yet? After your one little detox? You got to go hard body. You got to go deep. You got to go so deep till your family will look at you and say, wow, whatever you have in you, I have to have. In the beginning, they're going to argue with you because it's, addictions. But after a while, the light will shine so deep, they'll have to take a journey. Now I'm telling you this as a full testament. My mother was passing at 90, and everybody came by the bedside. And the family was, in a way, and I touched her, she would die. She didn't know who I was sometimes, because I was granddaughter. And we carried her to the bathroom back. And one day she asked me when she finally got her home, she said, will I ever walk again? I said, you want to, because you have to leave. Well, if you just, I don't want to change my life, so I'm satisfied. She said, I want to walk. Can I said, yes, let's do it. That woman was 92 years old. And And now not only she's walking, but she's also making her clay. And helps us to manufacture products. And she's a taskmaster. She has a J.O.B. She has made an investment. My mother's a supreme mother. My mother believes in this work, even though she didn't understand it at all. You know when she really came to this work? When she was 90. That's why I said it's never too late. Now I said, Ma, I got plans for you. Because she gets her green light every day. And she asked for it. If I'm a little slow and I'm a little rushing, she said, where's my formula? Where's my nutrition? You miss me. I said, no, I didn't miss you. The healing is on, the healing is here. So I'm going to go over to Sacred Woman. I'm just taking the formulas out because it's all interconnected. And Sacred Women, we take these formulas because these are the formulas from the plant life, the plant world, to heal us. And I would like for my assistant, is Angel here? My darling, come up here, my precious dance. This is Angel. She journeyed. I'll give her a big hand. And Allie, they all traveled 14 hours to get here to be with you to help us to do this medicine. Wow. Because this is a hospital. This is our clinic. And if you could put this in a drop on everybody's tongue, go around the whole home one at a time. Get everybody tuned up to the healing. So I'm going to set this, bring this over here right quick. This is your journey, and I've come to fetch you. Who's ready to take the journey with me? Okay. We're going to change it around. We're going to hide it around. So I'm going to call forth each one, and this work is done online, so you don't have to come to New York. So we'll be in front of your computer. You also have your phone, so at a certain point, it's open for your Q&A, but Q&A is live. And then we have those who have the mothership, wherever I invest the mothership. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. We have sisters in the room. Those sisters are connected to you, and they're talking back and forth to you. And you're speaking to them, and there's an interconnection. So we see the distance is not an issue. We just completed graduating 100 sisters, and we call it the Sacred Women's Renaissance. Because I've been doing this work for about 30 years. But that was a renaissance because I stopped for 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I saw a few sisters here and there, but then the 100 came because they had stories. They heard prayer and they shared up. So I'm going to actually say, I am.
I am.
Repeat, I am the woman.
I am the woman
Who lights the darkness.
who lights the darkness.
And then I want to say, I am the temple.
I am the temple.
I am the shrine.
I am the
I
shrine.
am the sanctuary.
I am the
I
sanctuary.
am the mosque.
I am the mosque.
I am the cathedral.
I am the cathedral.
I am holy land.
I am holy
I am
land.
sacred.
I am sacred.
I am that I am.
I am that I am.
A shining being.
A shining being,
Dwelling in light.
dwelling in light.
For I come from the Most High.
For I come from the Most
I
High.
come from the mind.
I come from the
I
mind.
come from the heart.
I come from the heart.
And I come from the womb.
And I come from the womb
Of the divine.
of the divine.
And so we come forth, these are all of the guardians that are indwelling. They're not called gods and goddesses. They're indwelling principles. Those indwelling principles is what we need to heal ourselves. So we're going to say, I am.
I am.
Nut. Nut is the universal sky mother. And Nut's universal sky essence, she represents the light. And in that gateway, that's the gateway that the moon gateway opens up to work. And from that opening up the way, we get a chance to relieve ourselves of various diseases. I'm going to see if I can find that particular page, but I want you to clap those issues out, or just not stop, but just release that energy. Because your healing is not just for you. Your healing is for your daughters. Your healing is for your mothers who did not speak about their wound pain. Your healing is for your sisters who is a secret what happened to them. So as you overcome, they shall overcome. And so this is Luke's work, and this is from page 20 to page 120. And so this is, and this class will start as we go forth. A menstrual flow of 4, 5, 6 days, 2 weeks, clap, done. menstrual cramps. Everybody's not clapping, let it go. Clotting and bleeding. Chronic vaginal itching and burning. Chronic vaginal odor. Vaginitis. Vaginal sores. Now the clap is not going to be this, because you're bringing it to you. It's not as if it's bad. Painful intercourse. Inability to experience orgasm. Sexually transmitted diseases. Sexual abuse. Toxic partners. We're not going to clap and I'm going to do toxic. Infertility. Toxemia during pregnancy. Difficult childbirth. Miscarriages. Hot flashes. Vaginal dryness. Pelvic inflammatory disease. Blocked fallopian tubes. Endometriosis. Hysterectomy prevention. Genital prolapse. Uterine cancer. Clap it up for release. So it's a different woman when we have no more womb problems. And no more pain. And no more painkillers. Because the painkillers are not healing you, they're numbing out your wound. The pain is still there. So the pain compounds if you don't do the healing, so the pain gets stronger. You take more medication to numb out your wound until you have no feeling in your wound anymore, until it just shut down. And so there's a prayer to unify the three womb centers I have found, and this is the prayer. Put your palms together, put them over your first eye. And now repeat after me, awaken.
Awaken.
The womb of my mind.
The womb of my mind.
For what I think.
For what I think.
I birth.
I birth.
I create.
I create.
Breathe in deep. Exhale. Palm to the heart center, the womb center, your heart center. To the breast. Now repeat. Awaken.
Awaken.
The womb of my heart.
The womb of my heart.
For what I feel.
For what I feel.
I birth.
I birth.
I create.
I create.
Inhale deep. Exhale out. Now place your right palm over your right ovary, left palm over your left ovary, and the thumb and the pointing fingers come together. Now your womb is in your hands. Take care of her. Now let's say, awaken.
Awaken.
My seed of creation.
My seed of creation.
For what I think.
For what I think.
And what I feel.
For what I feel.
I birth.
I birth.
Through my seed of creation.
Through my seed of creation.
Today.
Today.
I birth womb wellness.
I birth womb wellness. Today.
I birth a new world.
I birth a new world.
A body.
A body.
Mind.
And
Spiritual wholeness.
and spiritual wholeness.
For I have awakened.
For I have awakened.
Inhale. Exhale. Put your palms in your lap. Arms are facing up to receive. We're just going to say 3 words for womb healing. We're going to say womb Hesse song. Inhale. Follow me. Lift up our wombs and be well. Shashet for the Asian word for womb for my ancestors. Shashet. And Ka'at, yin healing. Inhale, exhale. Place your hands back together to bless your heart. From this day going forward, you're being initiated right now in this split second. You're not waiting. You're not to put any more damage to your womb through your mouth. All right? You're not to put any more damage through your mouth that's going to hurt your womb centers. From this day forward, if you find yourself looking at something that is not for you, that is not for your womb healing, your womb wellness, cry. Weep, pray, and walk away. Why do I say that? Because we're addicted.
That's right.
And we want to hold on to our past and our mothers and mothers and mothers and mothers and all the generations of pain, and we want to eat ourselves out of the pain, but the pain increases and magnifies. So cry, weep well, and let go. And if you had a hysterectomy, you still have a sacred room space. And you must take care of her with your clay packs and your castle packs and your healing and your breathing, so so the kilos not become a bunch of little knots that fill up your womb. And if your mother was in pain while carrying you, go hug your mother and say thank you. Thank you for holding on to me, even though it was hard. And if you disagree with her, go to her anyway. It doesn't matter. Because if you can forgive your mother and say thank you to your mother, when you have children, they will say thank you. My brother used to say, if they could just give me a glass of water, I'll be satisfied. The children. So it's about forgiveness. I want you to say 4 times, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now the 4 directions. Thank you.
Thank you.
To your mother and your father, thank you.
Thank you.
To your mother and your father.
Thank you.
To your mother and your father.
Thank you.
Stay in that thankfulness and that gratitude, and that's what keeps you vibrant all your life. When you're not grateful for the blessings, then you begin to dry up. And then you begin to lose your footing. But when you can find the light comes every day again. Right? The sun comes up again. And that's what we're looking at. That's the mother new. The sun will return again. No matter how hard the night, the sun will come again. And I know because I used to sit in the chair like this. And all night long I would be wheezing. The asthma. And I had my injection already. I had my medication, but my lungs were still collapsing and shutting down. But when the sun would come up about 5:30 or 46, my lungs would come back together. And so when I studied from ancient culture, I realized how powerful our teachings are. I want everybody to say African natural lifestyle.
African natural
No
lifestyle.
matter what I say, what are you going to say?
African natural
No
lifestyle.
matter what I say, what are you going to say?
African natural lifestyle.
Reiki,
African natural lifestyle.
massage therapy,
African natural lifestyle.
sexology,
African natural lifestyle.
solar therapy,
African natural
yoga
lifestyle.
therapy,
African natural lifestyle.
sonic irrigation,
African natural lifestyle.
healing baths,
African natural
healing
lifestyle.
sanitariums,
African natural lifestyle.
yoga,
African natural lifestyle.
meditation,
African natural lifestyle.
affirmation,
African natural lifestyle.
iridology,
African natural lifestyle.
iridology.
African natural lifestyle.
It's all us.
African natural lifestyle.
So holistic health. That's our culture. It's our culture, and if we're sick, then why are we sick? Holistic health is a children. It's not a really dumb business. Holistic health, our culture. Cut us a check. Just cut us a check. You have stole us now. You took our legacy. Cut us a check. African natural life are all a $1 trillion business. Whole Foods is based on African natural lifestyle. We need to have some stores. We need to have become entrepreneurs and collect ourselves back and hire our own people back. That's all about holistic living. Then you have everything you need to get everything you need. You know what I always say? Everything you need is in what? The circle. I'll tell you right now, everything you need right now is in the circle. You don't need to look no further. You start talking. The minute you start talking, you say, oh, girl, you have that? Oh, when you have that? Oh, I have that. You really? What can we do? You see what I'm saying? Yes. Everything you need is where?
In the circle.
And I'm going to be this one. I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? This is circle because I know I'm in the circle of healing. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to go on from Newt into Tahuti. So this is what opens up this book, and after the closing of the book, the very last page, I realized that everything you need is in. So let's look at this. Say this with me. The way out.
The way out.
So we're talking about the way out. You think the way out means? The way out. So look at it. The way out is in.
The way out is in.
Say it again. The way out is in.
The way out is in.
In the circle of the self.
In the circle of the self.
In the circle of our family.
In the circle of our
In the
families.
circle of our friends.
In the circle of our
And our
friends.
community.
And our
We
community.
don't give up.
We don't give
We
up.
go within.
We go within.
Into our wellness.
Into our wellness.
Into our circles. Freedom.
Freedom.
Cultivating what we want to receive.
Cultivating what we want to receive.
Harvesting health.
Harvesting health.
Joy.
Joy.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Peace and abundance.
Peace and abundance.
Reaching the highest of karma, Shai.
Reaching the highest of karma, Shai.
Everything is in the circle. Everything is. And if you don't have it, just raise our what? Frequency. How do we raise our frequency? We have to make a commitment. You know, if you do a little something here, you know, we say, I want great healing. We take a little juice here, a little tea over here, and you do a little something healing, you never really get the work done. You gotta get focused, and you gotta be committed, and you gotta take one step. What's it, because you said, what's my walking order? What I need to do now? What's next? I've held your books for 20 years. What's next? I'm here to give you my instructions, and that's how I'm here to do it. So, from that gateway, as you go through 12 weeks, it's a season of healing, so you be well seasoned with it. Okay, so you go through, everyone say, I am Newt. And so Newt will heal you through her plants and sunlight and water and mud and prayers and affirmation and color work and aromatherapy. Then everyone say, I am Tahuti.
I am Tahuti.
Tahuti deals with the wisdom. Also Tahuti deals with the word. And what we say, we actually create. Watch your words. Yes. From this day forward, watch your words. And I care about watching your words. I stopped talking for almost a year. Karma. If I say that, even if I think it, change your mind. Keep your mind. Thoughts. Because from what you're thinking and what you're feeling, it comes out to what you say. It's a journey, it's a process before that word becomes what it is. And once you put that word out, you can't take it back. You can't ask for forgiveness. So you have to really think. And you know who will help me with that?
Yes.
Somebody said, woo! Because I wanted to say something. I said, what? You know, in my early days as a young mother, I would be jumping on the table. I said, do you know who I am? But I had to mature. I had to, evolve. You can't snatch your children up, you have to talk to them. First, you have to go within. I said, all what I'm experiencing right now, my heart is pounding, I'm ready to jump. I said, go within. She did all the talk, I said, go within. And then over time, I was able to become the velvet sword. And then I say what I've been my soul. And then I would begin to speak what I wanted to see. And then I became very conscious of who did it to me. And the word of the gateway and the energy is hekao. We're going to say hekao. Every time you want to curse someone, you say hekao. Every time you want to get the last word, say hekao. Every time you want to reiterate for the 100th time, because you want to take back your point, okay? The eyes, the neck, the whole thing, you say what? Every time somebody comes and tells you something about what somebody said about some gossip, you want to just jump, get on the phone and start to text it and say, oh, wait a minute. What? Catch yourself before you wreck it. So the hekao is really important. There's a little chant, and this comes out of the medicine song, sacred medicine song. Don't ask me for the album, it sounds like ready until the class begins. But I'm gonna give you a little bit so when you really want to go there, and you go take a bath and you cry in that water because you would have cursed somebody. No. You want to get the last word, no, you just get yourself a bath and start humming. I'm going to call, and you're going to respond. Hekao. out of control with your words. You're going to be in control after today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. You know, you get caught in the rapture in one day, you're here. You ain't got to wait. Hold this. Now, as we're doing this, let's just move around. We're going to say it twice. And you just put over your heart, because what's in your heart just comes out. Right. Until you clean out your blood. You clean out your blood, you don't get, people curse you and say, oh, it's okay. After a while, that's called play. That's child's play. Like arguing, fussing, and fighting. You know how we say mess up your face? It's not just your face, you know, it's just your spirit. You're messing up your blood. And if somebody's coming to curse you, they need healing. No, they need help, they need to be heard. So listen to them. Because if you're there, now if you're on the same level, then curse them out. You'll just go fist the cup. You know, love and hip hop, they got that going down. Snatching hair, jumping on tables, and cursing. Oh man, that's not peace and fun. That's not the same thing. We are more than time. But we're going to lift them all up. So let's do this together. Okay, I want to harmonize this. I heard some more harmonizing. Let it pass at your tone, your heart, or your mouth, and then just pass it on to whoever needs it. Women of power, women of majesty, healers divine. California, just hug one person right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you'll panic. You say, oh my gosh, no panic. You're going to go 12 weeks, please. Okay, so I'm just going to call, but I'm not going to go through the beat of each one, because each one has a song. And each one has a prayer. And each gateway that you hear has the affirmations, and has the natural medicine, and has the aromatherapy, and has the color healing, and the lessons to be learned, and the journaling. So I can't go for all them, but I'm going to take you 12 weeks. So that's all I'm saying. I am Tahuti.
I am Tahuti.
That's the word. Words of magic, words of power, words of medicine. That's what we just did, a healing song. Are we feeling that Holy Spirit?
Yes.
Are we feeling charged?
Yes.
Are we responsible for the words that we speak?
Yes.
And it takes us into the next, which is love of food and vegetation. And so we learn in Ta'er, say, I am Ta'er.
I am Ta'er.
And Ta'er is indwelling as the Most High. Where's the Most High? Within. But everything we need is where? Within. Just ask and listen and go forward, and everything opens up. And in that gateway, we deal with food is medicine. So everything that you eat, everything that you drink, every soup, every salad, every grain, everything that you take in is your medicine. It comes out of all medicine comes out of the earth. It comes off the tree, it's out of the earth, it comes into the water, which are the plants. Everything outside of that is artificial. And that's how come our bodies are becoming distorted. Because we're eating outside of nature. So we must come into the garden and eat all of our food, and that is Ta'er. We go to our next gate, which is Bess. Everyone say, I am Bess.
I am Bess.
And Bess is a surgeon. She takes the knife and the feather as one. And if you're stuck, anyone stuck? Anyone stuck? Can't go forward? Okay, we'll take a healer bath tonight. We'll do exactly what I'm telling you now. You want to get unstuck? And 3-hour healing, 3-hour quick snap done. Tonight you'll take a bath. First of all, just fruits and vegetables, 3 hours, okay? And you all do that? Listen carefully. Everyone of fruits and vegetables. I know that red that was paper sweating before you begin that fried chicken. 20 hours. All right? Tonight you'll take a healing bath on your way home. You can have some Dead Sea salt. Put 1 pound, or just pick yourself 2 or 3 lemons, put that in the bath. Turn off the light a white candle for clear heart. You know how to candle like clear in your heart. And then you get into the tub for 20 or 30 minutes. I did that before I came here. That's why I'm so charged. It's no secret. It's in nature. So in that bath, you let go of your past pain. And you say thank you for all your teachers. Every experience has been your teacher. So all your teachers say thank you to the hard teachers, and thank you to the easier lessons, but they're all part of your lessons. When you get the lesson, you get the blessing. Every lesson is what? A blessing. If you get the lesson, you get the what?
The blessing.
And so Ta'er tells us we can cut away the couple of matter. How we do it also in that gateway is I have developed a yoga system called Abu Ka'at, Moon Yoga Dance. So it's 108 poses, but you may only do one. You may only do the inversions. And that allows the power to come through the legs, back into the room, recycle your own power into your heart, into your seat of creativity, into your crown type consciousness. So that's the recycling, that's your own power. Then we go into the next one, which is Hekaru. Everyone say, I am Hekaru.
I am Hekaru.
And Hekaru deals with going back to your childhood. Where were you last left? Under the bed, in the corner, in the closet, in the shower, crying to yourself. That little girl, if those issues are not resolved, that little girl carries herself into a teenager. and the issues compound. That little girl's pain carries into her adult life. She gets ready to have children, and wondering why she's having problems, but she has to go all the way back. She has to go back into the womb. And we go as far back as we can in order to go forward. And so with Heaven Group helps us to go back to that inner child and bring her forward so that we can have the beauty. The beauty is in within, but you're feeling ugly inside or lack inside, that also will show up. And so heaven brings us into our sacred beauty. And then we have never heaven say, I am never head.
I am never dead.
Never head is the lady of the house, the lady of the heavenly realms. Okay, we're late. That's okay. By the time it's all good. Okay, that will be done, and I will be complete, but at least we got it in for the next event. Is that all good? Yeah. So we say it's all good. Everyone say it's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we don't lose our sleep. So with that gateway, we're talking about intuition. The gateway of intuition is a house. And there's a doorway in the house, and there's a feather at the door. When you open up the door, because it's a feather, it tells the story. It says in this house there will be peace and harmony and reciprocity. And then at the top of the house, or not of the inside the house, there is a bowl that represents the breastfeeding of yourself, nurturing yourself. On the top of the house is a bowl that represents completion. On the outside is a wave of wood that represents the cleansing. So in this house of yours, you will purify and you will cleanse, and your heart will be light, and all your family members will come into that oneness. Even if your family is crazy and going through a lot of changes and filled with sickness, it doesn't matter. All you have to do as the healer is stand your ground and radiate and radiate and radiate and keep living in the heights. Over time, one will come, then two will come, then three will come. You just got to put your time in. Are you ready to put your time in?
Yes.
If you put your time in, everything goes up. But you can't say, well, they didn't listen to me. They're not going to listen to you the first time because you have to do this. That's called a proving ground. You have to show that you can stand in the test of time. That you can get through the Thanksgiving dinner without buckling, the Christmas dinner without getting taken out, the New Year's dinner, it goes on and on. And when you can sit there and have a large single salad, and have your whole grains, and your vegan protein, and your live juice, and sit there and not criticize your family, but be a living example. And be totally showing the peace and the radiance. It was a girl, look at that salad. What's that you drink? That's how it goes. You're going to see it happen before your eyes. You say, wow, this is really working. If you want to heal your family, you have to start with yourself. Never had, she gives you the intuition gift. You have it. You know when you listen to that first voice? How many times you listen to that first voice, things work out, right?
Yes.
And then when we second guess what happens? We always, right? We always say, I should have what? At some point, you get tired of being on the floor, so you start listening. Right? You get tired of picking yourself up in a situation. You can say, I can stay up here if I just listen. So what I do is I'm a good listener. I listen. Most I say, do this, do that, sit down, stand up, go over here. I just listen. And life is easier. When you're just trying to figure out all yourself, it's a hard life. You don't have to have that hard life. That's I'm saying, I am never had. And then from never had, we have second man. We have my eye. So second man. So say, I am second man. And second man is the light-headed healer. And second man says, time is up and it's called now. The fire is on. You're going to get burned up. Something's going to happen if you don't make the change. He knows that right now. You can feel it. You can feel it. If you don't make change right now, you can put, well, after the holidays, I'll change. After my birthday, I'll change. After I change my job, I'll change. After I end a relationship, I'm going to change. Years are going by. You're going to keep changing after this. Meanwhile, your knee dropped out, your ovaries are hanging, your breast is going to change, you're losing your mind, you're getting more headaches, fought somebody at the job. A lot of things are changing. Because you put it off until something perfect happens. The perfect doesn't happen outside, it happens inside. And when you want outside to shift, you got to change what's going on inside. And that's the real deal. So if you start to make that internal change and shift, then everything opens up. So Sacrament says now. She'll run into the hot bath, she'll run into the hot sweats, she'll have you take your ginger tea, she'll have you go into the sunlight and let that sun charge you again. That's the power of Sacrament. And then we learn our medicine bag. And then we move ourselves into Ma'at. And this is the grip of Ma'at. Ma'at represents balance. So we'll say balance,
Balance.
truth,
Truth.
righteousness, harmony, reciprocity. Ma'at is the scale of Ma'at is this, right? On one side is the heart, and the other side is the scale. It shows us our hearts have to become what? As light as a feather. Oh, you got it. Okay. Our hearts have to become as light as a what?
Feather.
As light as a what?
Feather.
As light as a what?
A feather.
What?
Feather.
What?
Feather.
From the church, you know. Well, you know, that's next time we read that. We'll be ready. But it's good. Just drop them off and just look at them as they go, because I already said it. So that's the feather. That's the key. A whole society was based on the feather of Ma'at. If we had a mystical society, if that's what we had to do, because the heart reflects your life, and that's all your relationships. So when you start cleaning out your heart, you're in harmony with your mother, whether she gave or not. And in fact, she gave, but she didn't watch you. She held on to it. So you go say to myself, thank you. You want to say, how do you say thank you? Just thank you for being in my life. Thank you for holding on to it. You can go to your father and say, he wasn't in your life. You just say, thank you. Thank you for giving me me. I appreciate you. Because you know, they have issues. We have issues. When you say thank you, you clean up the karma of the future for the next generation. We don't have to carry that pain from one generation to the next generation when we clean out our hearts and we begin to do that work. And then we get on our seat of power, and the seat of power, when it says, I am As.
I am As.
And As is the lady mother, and she puts you on your throne again. And your throne is, in all of these gateways, is actually the spiritual anatomy. So from Nut, it represents the womb, and Tahuti is the throat, Ma'at is the heart, As is the pineal gland. So as you begin to heal through these gateways and do the work, then you begin to heal all your energy centers. And so on that seat, there is a throne. Symbolic is a throne, but the throne is where? In the Usha. Let me say Usha.
Usha.
You want your Usha? Yes. So I want my Usha.
I want my Usha.
That means your right mind. Yes. You say, I'm going to hold on to my Usha, okay? Yes. They say, I don't know, so I'm holding on to my Usha. Yes. My higher mind, my higher consciousness. That's when we don't get into arguments. We have discussions. A meeting of the mind, a meeting of the spirit, when in the Usha. And so you will see a throne as that symbol. And so that throne represents prosperity. It represents also wealth. And so as you begin to evolve as a healed woman, you see your prosperity start to come to you in relationships and in people and in mates. And the gateway of As represents bringing together your left and right brain hemisphere, which is the work of Sanut. Dr. Sanut Ali, who's going to come up at the closing, because that is her mastership. And with that, we go into the As gateway, into Neferatum. Say, I am Neferatum.
I am Neferatum.
Neferatum is the lotus woman. Out of the mud of pain and strife, you purify. When you start to cleanse, fast and cleanse and bathe and wash and cleanse and detox and release and cleanse and forgive and love, as you go from day to day and 7 day to 7 day to 7 awakening, 7 rising, into a season of a well-seasoned woman, and you heal and you get a chance to wake up. You want to stay awake. You want to stay purified. And that's through a life now. This is not, it's a rite of passage, but it's not. It's a life. It's not a fleeting. It's not a workshop. It's not a class. It's a way of life. And so out of the mud comes forth what? The lotus. Let's all say it together. Out of the mud.
Out of the mud
comes forth the lotus.
Comes forth the lotus.
And the lotus is not just a woman. The lotus is also a man. Out of the mud comes forth a lotus woman, and out of the mud comes forth a lotus man. And the lotus man has power because his consciousness is elevated. And when the lotus comes to the top of the water, it blossoms. I'm going to say lotus, you say blossom. Lotus.
Blossom.
Lotus.
Blossom.
Lotus.
Blossom.
Lotus.
Blossom.
And you stay blossom. You stay lovely no matter what. The deeper the challenge, the more you blossom. The deeper the challenge, the more relaxed you are. The deeper the challenge, the more at peace you are. Because in the midst of that intensity, that's how a diamond, because of the pressure. When the pressure's on, you just get stronger. You 15. All right, and so we'll come to now the last two. I'll just make mention of it. One is dealing with cosmic time. What time looks like for a day, and how you can work from the 4 o'clock, what that means, and how to use that energy to fortify you. 12 o'clock, how to use that energy. Your 4 o'clock in the afternoon till your evening time, and there is a cosmic time of living, so that your liberty becomes strong. And the final one is your legacy. You all came, and you all have a purpose. You may not know your purpose in the beginning, but by the time you go through your gateways, you will know your purpose and why you came here, and how you're supposed to serve the community, and how you will be financially supported because you now have done the work to elevate yourself. These are gateways. This is a prayer that ancient African ancestors gave to us this afternoon. Just listen. They say our way is dead. They say our way is no more. And that the ancient healing now Valley legacy came to us thousands of years ago. And we are here, and we do remember. It is large in our DNA, tapped down deep in our non-alchemosity facet and craved. And then one day, one by one, then two by two, then thousands began to wake up to the ancient healing now Valley legacy. And we are here, and we do remember. I want to briefly, because I know my time is wonderful, it's never up. And I'm going to take myself from here, and I'm going to take myself over to the booth, and I would like for Sumit to come up with me. That's going to just mention this so that everyone hears it at one time. The Sacred Woman Journey is 12 weeks. It begins the 29th of October. So we have 29 days to prepare. Those who are ready to take the journey will be online because you're here in Atlanta, or those who have made the journey and travel from different cities. There's the online, and then there are the ones who are in the session. These are your formulas. This comes with your kit. You get a 7-day supply. You'll receive, some of you want to get us a 21-day kit because you have good work to do, and you may do that. Others may take the Sacred Journey and you have a 7-day kit that is a part of it, and you may actually be able to walk with your 7-day kit today if you make your purchase of the program. This is your nutritional formula to rebuild and repair the body, mind, and spirit, and rejuvenate. This is your master detox to help you detoxify all your cravings, whatever you're addicted to, drugs, alcohol, toxic relations, whatever. This is your rejuvenation clay, and this is for aches and pains and swelling. It's a cream over the knees, over the back, over the joints, over the womb. This is your cola leaves and your herbal laxative to break down kidney stones, gallstones, colon stones. This is your 7-day for those who are going to take the Sacred Woman Journey. The Sacred Woman Journey also comes with your scroll that we mail out to you at the end of the month, and that's set up at your altar, and your 2 pools that will set up at your altar for your heart, and your 1 pool for your heart balancing. And the only thing that you need to get going to study now is your Sacred Woman book. So we do have a few books available, so please come and get your books, and then you can register. We have Gloria here, and so, and she came all the way from New York. Just clap her up, and so and we have Angel, and you met earlier. She's here to support you. And we have our Miss Sharice here from Atlanta. This is your homegrown sister. And they're here to help to facilitate the registration. The whole training, which is your 12 weeks, I'll be on call on Tuesdays from 7 to 10 every Tuesday, and every Thursday we have an hour power of master teachers who come in to accentuate and uplift you in your teachings. We have really powerful energy coming to support you. The whole training is $595. You put $100 down today, and then you're able to go ahead and do a payment plan, and we'll work with you until the end of the month. Who will be taking the training? I want to get an idea. Who will be taking the training? Please stand up. Who will be taking the training? Some of you will take smaller steps, right? And these come and give you a 7-day detox kit or a 21-day detox kit. You take smaller steps, but we're all going to get to the good one. At this time, I'd like to bring Dr. Schultz in here. And Tiffany, come on up here, Tiffany. Sure, everyone clap it up for Dr. Our master surgeon, and she's our healer extraordinaire, and she and myself have come together. Tiffany, come on this side. Tiffany is my niece. It's my younger side of myself. Who's a go-getting entrepreneur, and we're together, and she has the magnificent work of healing our wounds, continuing to do the work of healing. And this, she won a champion, she won 30 Sacred Women on the journey in LS. Isn't that amazing? She's an ambassador of Sacred Women. Give her a big hand. And also, we're going to cap it. We're going to cap it in June. That was her brainchild. She wanted it to happen. She said, Queen, can we do this? I said, we're going to do it. Okay. So we're still working it out. So those who are interested, please come by our table so she can tell you, Dr. Sue, will you please give us a charge? Because we are coming as partners.
Oh, yes.
We're partners.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for receiving me, and I ask all of you to also thank Queen. Many of you have captured her energy, her likeness on your phones, and I want you to basically thank her for allowing you to do that. Now, can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Now, why am I here? And I am just so excited about my lifetime, this lifetime, because I'm immortal. I'm immortal. Each and every one of you are immortal. Now, it's very important here. I want you to lock the doors. Don't let anybody in or out, because I have to give you this charge. No more death. No more death. I am a pyramid builder. What I touch lasts for thousands of years. What you touch will last for thousands of years. And so Queen cleans you up, and I will teach you how to use your brain so that you can be here forever. This body was never created to die. Never. We've been sold misinformation. We've been cycled and recycled like paper towel. You were never created for that. And we cannot allow ourselves, nor our seed, to actually perish like that again. I've studied for many, many years to find out these secrets. Now, my journey is to teach you over and over again the truth that I'm telling you, that there's no such thing as death. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
No such thing as death, and do not ever buy into that again. No, we don't want our children, our mothers, our fathers. They have taken that jump off the cliff in their body. But we can never die, because we are far more than a body. But the gift here is that the body does what we say. Now, Queen just gave you that teaching. She's telling you you've got to clean yourself up so your body will obey you. When you finally accept who you are, you cannot be destroyed. You cannot die. The body has to follow your directions. Now, when you walk up from here and you tell your body to stand up and walk out this door, it will do everything else you tell it. Everything. Not some things, but everything. So when we accept who we truly are, whatever we do is permanent. That's what our mothers and fathers, our ancestors loved us. The pyramids to remind us you are not to perish. So this will be my fourth time going to give it. And to see the oranges, the greens, to see all the colors made 5,000, 7,000. I've been in pyramids as old as 10,000 years, still orange, still green, still yellow, because everything that they touched emanated them. That's why I tell you about Queen's image. You captured her image in your phone. Do you understand that? Everything that you are emanates. And if you are permanent, it will always be permanent. Do you understand that? So this is very important to get. Today, I want you to challenge why you think you have to die. I want you to challenge that, and I want you to challenge it, and that you're not going to give your energies up to something you don't want. Why are you spending money on an insurance policy to die? This is what you invest in. Keeping your body clean, keeping the knowledge in front of you. Why are you going to buy land to bury yourself in? That is not your destiny. You are here indefinitely. You are being sold these products to destroy yourself. So it's no different than you buying French fries and hamburgers, etc. You're buying insurance policies to die. And they tell you that in your face on the TV. You pay us every week, every month, etc. And supposedly somebody else is going to get all this money. Why do that? Insurance policies. We're talking about African natural healing. So why are you not buying your insurance for your spa massages? Okay, why are we not doing that? Okay, we have insurance, our health insurance for our massages, okay, for our colonics, etc. That's what we pay for every month. We don't pay for death and for medication and drugs and to have somebody dismember our bodies. Now I want you to understand, I am a real surgeon. But I'm here to help you understand that the greatest surgery I want to perform is for you to unite your brain again. That division between the right and left hemisphere of the brain is why you died. You were born with two hemispheres, not one. This body is perfect. So how do you think the body's going to function and be what you were created to be, and you're only using part of it? Oh, we only use 5% of our brain, or 10%, right, and that's why the body is destroyed. Because you are not capable of communicating with it to make sure that everything you do totally penetrates the body, because you don't have enough brain tissue. You understand? This is very important. Very important. You are immortal. You are immortal. You are immortal.
Let's affirm that. Let's affirm that. Okay, as a power to receive what is being given to us. Let's all stand united. And we'll say that together.
Do not accept death. I am.
Okay, 4 times the power. So hold hands, left hand, right hand down, left hand up. So the energy flows, as I come across, it's oneness. It's the oneness. So we'll have full healthy life every day. Right hand down, left hand up, left close out. And then Charlotte, I am immortal, 4 times together.
I am immortal. I am immortal. I am immortal. I am immortal.
Yes.
And you have a university that has just launched.
Right, but let me ask you to do one thing. I want you to seal this in. I've already written out my lifespan for 10,000 years. 10,000 years. You understand that? And so part of it will be on planet Earth. I've got other planets and solar systems to visit. But I want you to take your first step and decide how many centuries you're going to be here. Okay? 200. I want to be here 200 years, 300 years. You make the decision, and I want you to get that number in your mind and walk out of here knowing that this is the charge that I give to you, your body. First thing is that you've got to clean it up, you've got to feed it, and then you've got to give the body its brain. Okay? My university is for what? Is to teach you how to live an immortal life. Okay, we can barely figure out now, because we're so toxic, how to live tomorrow. Okay, we think we've done well at 70. How are you going to live at 150 years old? You're not going to have Alzheimer's. You're not going to be in a wheelchair. You're not going to have to rely on Social Security. Do you understand? Because you're going to be wealthy. I charge you that if you accept the charge you give yourself, you must at least be a millionaire by the time that you are 90 years old. A millionaire. I'm looking at all the different people at your bodies, and I'm giving you until 90. You are not going to be a mature person on this planet and not have financial independence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So you know that you're a multi-millionaire, you have to be, because nobody's gonna be taking care of you and trying to figure out how to take, because you're 125, because you're 175. That's baby stuff. We have to accept it like that. You cannot allow that to ever be a goal that you think is hard to achieve. So the university here is to teach you how to be immortal.
And tell them how to contact people.
Oh, I got my little stuff. I got my.
Everything is here.
Yeah, and so it's gonna be at the table.
Yes.
But please, right now, if you close your eyes, click in and choose how many centuries you wanna be here. See that number, should be 3 digits. 3 digits. We don't have time for death.
So that means we don't have time for sickness.
No, that's right.
So we're gonna live
No
full and
cripple.
whole.
Exactly.
I think they said about 25 people were signing up. This entire,
This is Queen Afua.
I'm so sorry.
First clap up for Dr. Salute.
Let's give up.
So what are you seeing here? Just make it simple, okay? You're seeing how you clean up your body for what? You're gonna do all this work and die? Come on, see, nobody ever says that. They want you to clean up and get colonics and whatever else, etc. For what? For you to die? Does that make sense? Like, listen, we're not stupid, so don't be stupid. I'm cleaning up to live my destiny, which is immortality. Who wants to die, and why are you gonna invest all your money to die? Forget that. You're cleaning up, you're getting all these treatments to live indefinitely. Do you understand? You are immortal. Now, how do you live for hundreds and thousands of years? Now, that's my university. You know how to keep clean, now we're gonna know how to live. That's what it's about. We clean up to accept our immortality. That's what we're cleaning up for. You don't have to do anything to die. I figured that. I was like, well, why? If I'm like a hamburger and all this stuff, I might as well enjoy myself since I'm already saying I'm gonna die. And that's what my patients, I said, well, you gotta do this and I'm still gonna die. No, this is for immortality.
It's even worse because you're actually dying while living. That's what
Exactly.
So it's about the walk, the ancient walk, and there's a triad over here. There's a triad. And so this is the triad. This is the triad. We have been merged together, the three of us in particular, as the elder mothers of this work and this journey, this walk. And this is Queen Esther. And Queen Esther is our second woman mother dean of the second woman school. So she'd like to be in charge.
A very short child. I am Queen Esther, the Queen of Love. And you have to love yourself enough to take on the work. They're being very humble. We're here to save our nation. It's an emergency. Right? Our people are dying quickly and suffering all levels, all over the place. We are the mothers of the planet Earth. And if mother doesn't heal us, then who's going to heal us? Okay, now we know about circles, we know about getting together, but we have to be together. And we have to be healthy and well together. There's so many circles, but the circles have to be healed. We have to be purified. That's what we're talking about, getting rid of the sugar and the drugs and the cigarettes and all that naked. We have to clean out of our system, and we have to get our mind right. And we have to have enough love to help each other. So when we talk about who's going to sign up, we're all going to sign up. There's an emergency going on right now, and we're here to lift up our people. She's here from New York City, the East Coast. She's here in Atlanta. I'm here from the West Coast. We got Atlanta here. We have our people. We have to save our nation. We're in an emergency right now. We're trying to be calm and cool, but it's an emergency going on. Everybody's halfway sick, and Queen Afua knows how to get us well. I'm 60 years old and I feel fat. Come on now. I've worked with my team for 30 years. She told me, Queen Esther, they're stealing our nation, they're stealing our womb, they're stealing our future. I said, you know something, you're right, I want to join your team. And I joined that team 30 years, and I haven't been to the doctor in 30 years. I got my healing. Then Dr. Kruger said, Queen, you're well, but you got to get your, I said, what? My mind is fine. She said, no, your mind is not right, so you move kind of slow. You're only using 10% of your brain. She said, what about the other 90%? I said, well, I want to use the other 90%. She said, well, follow my information. I said, I'm going to follow Dr. Kruger. I'm following Dr. And my mind is getting right. I'm getting clear. That's why I didn't speak to my people. That's right. I'm Queen Esther, the Queen of Love. I love you all. I love myself. Can you say how much I love myself? Yes. I love myself. How can I love you if I don't love myself? See the way I love myself, that's the way that I love you. That's the way that I love. That's the way that I love because I have to love myself first. So we have to love ourselves. We have to put our guard on. We have to come off this plantation consciousness. We are the queens of the earth. Nefertiti. How did Cleopatra just when she walked around her kingdom? When you have to put your recognition, we are the first queens of the planet. They have tried to steal everything from us. We have to let them. We have woken up with the sleeping pillars of we are resurrecting, and the time is moving forward. So the time is now. So please, everyone sign up. Please sign up, and we will take it to the next level in the next room. Give thanks for our little things.
The power to heal.
The power to heal
Is within.
is within.
And I have the mighty power.
And I have the mighty power
To heal myself.
to heal
In
myself
all my relations.
in all my relations.
All my relations.
In all my relations.
My reflection.
My reflection.
Therefore, as I heal myself.
Therefore, as I heal myself,
Body, mind, and in spirit.
in body, mind, and in spirit,
I heal all my relations.
I heal all my relations.